All right, we're live, so we'll give it just a second here and
Mm-hmm.
see when people start signing in. Okay, well, welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. And I am so excited to introduce Carey Konopaske. She is an advanced crystal practitioner and she owns the Boudica Spirit Healing Room, which is located in the Edge Salon on Capitol Avenue. And she is going to kind of introduce us to the art of crystal healing tonight. So, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for inviting me to do this. I'm really excited.
Me too. All right. Well, I will hand it over to you.
All right. Hi, everybody. I am Carey, and this is just an exploration of crystal healing. Hi, Danielle. Good to see you. I was just kind of waiting just a couple minutes to see if anybody else is going to log on real quick. If you're here, please say hi. That helps me know that you're here. But I will get started. Chelsea, if you want to, do I just click the broadcast or there we go. Thank you. So this is Exploring Crystal Healing with myself. I am an advanced crystal healer, like Chelsea said. We are going to talk about, if I can figure this out. What is crystal healing? So a lot of people ask this question, and the most simple answer is that crystal healing is an art. And it's an art of placing crystals on and around the body or in your environment. And this promotes an energetic shift in the mind, body, and spirit. Crystal healing balances and aligns our energy centers, and these energy centers are called chakras. And chakras are these swirling energy centers that go up and down around our spine, as well as our forehead, which is actually the third eye, and the crown at the top of our head. Now, these chakras absorb all this energetic pollution that is around us. If we're around a negative person, if we're in a negative environment, if we're just past somebody in the store who's having a bad day, all these energies kind of absorb into our chakras and take space and take away the energy that is for our highest good and kind of bring us down and make us feel really terrible. Now, the energy centers, when we clear these chakras, it assists in removing any energetic blocks that manifest at a physical, emotional, and spiritual level. Now, because the crystal has this stable energetic vibration, it has the natural ability to realign these chakras and direct the flow of energy within the physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual bodies. And in removing that negative energy, it gives us a more relaxed feeling and clarity of ourselves. Excuse me. It is important to know, and this is a really important note, that energy does not replace conventional medicine. It's actually a complement and enhances the treatments that we may be getting from our physicians and specialty doctors. So everything that we're going to learn today should be taken at a metaphysical level, and it is by no means a medical treatment. And energy healing should only be used with the understanding that it isn't traditional medical therapy, but one that's part of a holistic healing approach. Now, the first stone that we're going to talk about when it comes to healing is red jasper. Red jasper is known as the supreme nurturer, and it helps us stay grounded. It is used at the root chakra, which is at the very bottom, the very base of the spine. And it stimulates our intuitive observation. And this gives us a new way of looking at our problems and challenges and kind of helps us change the way we're thinking about these so that we can overcome them. It also helps claim our personal boundaries. I know one of the biggest things with people is that they think people are in their space. Well, this stone, when used properly, can let you take back your personal space and claim that from other people. It can encourage you to help others as well as boosting excuse me, boost nurturing attitudes and positive behaviors. So if you're just feeling like you're not being a good person, or maybe you're just not a good person, which doesn't necessarily mean it's bad, but if you want to change this and have a positive attitude and positive behavior, that will actually be contagious around you and others, this is a great stone to use. The red jasper also helps cleanse the etheric body, and the etheric is our aura, basically what's around us. So it takes the space. If you're feeling like the energy around you is just not good, like it just doesn't need to be there, you can use the red jasper to help you clear that space. It also discards electromagnetic pollution, which, like right now, being in front of the computer, being on your phone, this is a stone to have to help block that. It can help bring and strengthen willpower and courage. It brings or strengthens willpower and courage. I promise I did practice this, trying to get these words right. It aids you in bringing organization to your space. So if you're kind of a cluttery person and you want to be someone that's organized, this stone can help you. It also increases support during times of illness. So if you're not feeling well and you just don't have a great immune system, this stone, having it near you, on your bed, on your person, just in your environment, will help support you during these times of illness. It also stimulates cognition and stabilizes your energy. So in cognition, what I'm talking about is if you're just not aware, maybe you're having a brain fog, this will help you be cognitive in what is right now. And the proper way to use crystals is to use them with intention. If you just have it in your environment and you just leave it there, it's not really going to help you. You have to let the stone know that it's there, that you know it's there. You have to use it with the intention of, I have this stone because I want to be more organized. So in having that intention, then the stone is going to help you in the exact thing that you need it for. And now, like I said, red jasper is associated with the root chakra. Now you can see from the pictures here that it is brick red to dark blood red. Now it can be also bariceated jasper, which is red jasper with some calcite lines through it. And it is associated with Aries and Capricorn as its zodiac signs. Its element is earth and fire. The companion stone, which the companion stone just increases the intensity of the stone that you're using, is blue kyanite, like right here. The companion flower is crocosmia, which is these beautiful flowers here. If you're an essential oil user, cassia bark would be a companion oil for red jasper, and it's commonly from India. If you have a piece of red jasper, it is probably from India, even though it does come from other places too. I'm not sure if anybody has any questions, but if you do, you can just put them right in the comments. Now we're going to move on to carnelian. The carnelian is known as the stabilizing stone. This stone is normally used in connection with the sacral chakra, which is about 2 inches below your belly button, but based on the spine. Now this helps us in feeling grounded. So if you're not like you're feeling flighty up in the air, the stone will help you stay grounded, stay on course, basically. It will also enhance creativity and increase motivation. So if you're just kind of feeling low, not the best in moods or whatever, you can use this to help motivate yourself. It stimulates access in business and financial endeavors. So if you're on these paths, if you're just starting a business, this would be a great stone to use as a companion stone. It helps you overcome negative thought patterns and self-limiting beliefs. So if you're thinking to yourself all the time that you just don't have what it takes to do something, this stone will help you with that. And when you carry that intention of this stone helping you overcome these things, it will do that for you. It improves concentration, opens your heart chakra to divine guidance and love. And we're talking about divine, we're talking about your spiritual beliefs, whether it be God, Gaia, um, whoever that is that helps you with the divine guidance of your gods. It also helps bring a sense of peace and calming with the user. So if you're just kind of out there and you just need to calm down a little bit, feel more calmer, feel more at peace, this is a great stone to use. It removes negative energy from items or from your environment, anything that's around you that may carry this negative energy. And it also aids with energetic cleansing and purifying, which as a healer is what I would use it for, to clear all those negative energies out of your chakra. Now, carnelian is orange to burnt orange, mango, even red sometimes. This is a very clear AAA carnelian stone. But it has, if we go back one, I think. Oh, I don't know. I can't. Oh, here we go. Let's go. You can see on this one right here, the different variations in the stone, from this solid bright orange to even clear with just a little bit of orange in it. Its zodiac signs that is associated with are Aries and Leo. It has association with the fire element. Its companion flower is the torch lily right here. Isn't this just beautiful? The essential oil is ginger. Its companion stone is blue quartz. So the blue quartz with the carnelian will enhance the carnelian. It's commonly from California, Sri Lanka, China, even though you can find it in other places. And when carnelian is banded, it's also called carnelian agate. Now we're going to move on to citrine. Citrine is known as the merchant stone. And this is because, like in the ancient Egypt, all the merchants would carry the citrine stone because they believed that it promoted abundance, wealth, and prosperity. So you would not see a merchant without citrine. But it also encourages sharing and promotes joy and happiness. This is used in conjunction with the solar plexus chakra. So it's going to help increase your creativity. It's going to clear out the negativity out of your solar plexus chakra so that you have that just clear, bright energy, allowing you to increase this creativity and increase your self-esteem and confidence. It encourages a positive attitude and enhances your concentration, sharpens your ease of communication. So if you're having a hard time at work or in a group environment where you don't think you can speak up, this is a very great stone to have with you. And in these situations, you'll just want to put it in your pocket and just like rub it and know that it's there with you for support. It also helps you overcome your fears, and it also helps balance your emotions and instill this inner strength and power within yourself. Now, as I said before, it is associated with the solar plexus chakra, and it comes in a variant of colors. It's transparent to translucent, like the smoky gold to amber. It zodiac signs are the Leo and Virgo. Its element is earth and fire. This beautiful coreopsis is the flower we know as tick seed. Amber is the essential oil. Companion stone is sodalite, which we will talk about later. And common origins is Brazil and also the Dominican Republic of the Congo. Um, the Brazilian stone is probably going to be a little bit more energetic just because of the area. It produces a lot of really high vibrational stones. Now, what you normally see at the store, these pieces of citrine that are really dark in color. And now these are actually heat treated amethyst. Um, Citrine is naturally amethyst in the ground, and just the earth's heat will turn it this really pale yellow. But because it's so rare in some cases, what they do is take the pieces of amethyst and they introduce them to extreme heat. And this extreme heat makes the purple turn to this burnt orange color, like right here. So this is technically still citrine, but it is not natural citrine. It is a heat treated amethyst made by man. Green aventurine. Green aventurine is probably one of the most important stones to have in your life because it does so much. It is known as the stone of prosperity, and it promotes this healing of the physical body. So if you're just feeling worn down, if you have fibromyalgia or any debilitating diseases that cause pain or discomfort, this is a great stone to carry with you. It also helps transmute these negative energies into positive energies. So when you run into these people that or situations that just feel heavy, this will transmute that energy into positive energy, and you don't even have to worry about absorbing that. It stimulates compassionate behavior. It helps with your willpower and confidence. So when you're in a situation where you need these things, or maybe you just don't have them and you wish you did, green aventurine is a great stone to start with. It enhances creativity in artistic endeavors. So if you're an artist, a graphic designer, an architect, anything that involves creating, this is probably the stone you would want to have in your work environment. It aids in problems related to the nervous system. So any type of disease or ailment that you have that is related to the nervous system, this will help alleviate those problems. It will also help prevent heart-related conditions. So if you have a history of heart-related conditions in your family, it's a great stone to have just to help you from even getting those situations. And it also heals the heart emotionally. So if you're feeling really heavy-hearted, this is a great stone to use. It encourages spiritual growth and ascension. So if you want to be certain that you are going to the place you want to be in the afterlife after you're gone, this will help your spiritualism just be stronger and stronger to guarantee your ascension to those places. It enhances inner strength. I know a lot of people just on the outside, they show really strong, but on the inside, they just don't feel as strong as they show on the outside. So this will enhance that inner strength, make you feel more powerful. It helps relieve symptoms of allergies, removes energetic sources of headache and migraine pain. So again, if you have headaches and migraines, which I know a lot of women do, when it comes to the hormones, this is an absolutely great stone to have. It removes the energetic blocks that can cause acne and skin problems. So teenagers would love to carry this stone and just help it with the acne and the skin problems that they have. And it also increases protection. One of the greatest stones, and I have it on right now, is black tourmaline, and I wear it all the time because black tourmaline blocks all these negative energies from being even around me. So with a piece of green tourmaline or a green aventurine in my pocket, it's going to enhance the ability of this stone to help protect me even further. Now, green aventurine is associated with the heart chakra. This is the main stone that I use in a chakra clearing or balancing or an alignment. It is really any variation of green, and it's light to dark green, but it has these sparkly flecks, and these flecks are called mica, and it just gives it a really beautiful color, no matter what color green it is. It is associated with the zodiac signs of Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and Libra. It's associated with the elements of earth and water. Its companion flower is the toad lily, which I had never seen until I actually brought up a picture for this presentation. And I think it's just so cute. You can't really tell in this picture, but if you bring it up on a Google search, I think you're going to love the look of it. Its companion stone is rose quartz. Of course, it is because of the heart and the healing of the heart. So it will intensify the effects of green aventurine. Its common origins again are India and Brazil, which is you're going to see is where a lot of the stones come from. And this stone is also often mistaken for green quartz. Um, you can tell the difference by that mica. So if you have two stones and maybe a seller is trying to say that it is green aventurine, if that stone does not have these beautiful sparkly sparks inside of it, it is just green quartz. And we're going to move to rose quartz, which is probably the most popular stone, I think, maybe. Everybody looks for rose quartz just because of its the stone of unconditional love. This is one of the stones that people reach for because it is a heart stone. It's a compassion stone. It promotes unconditional love, peace, and compassion. It helps inspire self-love and instill tenderness. It helps you calm after a traumatic event or after a death or grief. It helps nourish a mutual understanding for trust and forgiveness. When you're in a situation where you don't trust someone or they've done something to hurt you and you haven't forgiven them, this is going to help you move forward and able to do that, because until you do forgive and trust, it is going to be difficult for you to move forward as a person. Anything that helps your higher being is what's best, whether or not you feel the situation is justified or not. Each of us as individuals have to move on from these tragic events. But at the same time, if you're in love, it is going to add a spark to the romance and encourage the friendship and maternal love. So this is a great stone for love, of course. It eases midlife crisis. So, women my age in their late 40s and 50s, when you're going through that crisis and it's just not feeling great, grab that rose quartz and just hold on to it. Even meditate with it. It's going to help you feel better. Actually, all of these stones will work better if you meditate with it. I know that sometimes meditation is hard to do, but I do want to let you know that meditation is not always just crossing your legs on the floor and singing the Om song. It is doing what you love. If you're a gardener and you're out gardening, that is a source of meditation. It takes your mind off all outside influences, and you're just concentrating on this one thing that you love. That's a source of meditation. It will help you soothe a broken heart and ease grief, like I mentioned before. And it also helps the emotional balance. If you're just emotionally not doing very well, this will help you just bring that emotion and bring it into balance. Now, rose quartz is the stone of unconditional love, like we said. It is often pale to a soft pink and sometimes even that deep rosy pink. So I want you to see here on these different variations of the rose quartz. They're even sometimes look white. And the best way to tell is if you're at a store and you want to buy a rose quartz and you see the stone and say, to you, it doesn't look um, you can't really tell here, but it doesn't look pink. Take that stone and lay it on top of some clear quartz. And if you see that pink hue, you're going to know that it's actually the rose quartz. It's associated with the heart chakra as well. I do sometimes replace that aventurine with the rose quartz, depending on the person's personal situation. The element is water, the zodiac signs Taurus and Gemini. The companion flower is magnolia, and I found this beautiful picture of a magnolia here. Its companion oil obviously is rose oil. It enhances that crystal. The companion stone is angelite. Angelite is this beautiful blue, and this is the stone of the angels. The common origins come from Madagascar, Brazil, and South Dakota. And in this situation, it's going to be the Madagascar that's going to be the higher quality. And if you ever hear anybody talk about Anaconda ruby, that is actually rose quartz. And we are going to move on to sodalite. Sodalite is known as the stone of communication. This is going to help us increase the way that we speak, and it's going to help bring out truths in all situations. This stone also, it helps you with accurate intuitive thought. And intuitive thought is listening to that first gut instinct. It is making quick decisions because you have to or because you can. So this really helps those situations. It aids in stilling of the mind during meditation. If you're one of those that have tried the meditation and you just can't keep your mind focused, this is a great stone to meditate with because it's going to help you stay focused. It helps you stand up for yourself. It helps with electromagnetic pollution, which is again from our computers, our cell phones, our televisions, all these electronics that we have daily. Now, if you work in a group and it seems to be like everybody's always at each other, this is going to encourage group cooperation. So slide a piece of sodalite in everybody's pocket. It's going to help us all communicate better. It aids in absorbing new information and learning new things. So if you have a learning disability or you just can't remember things, this is a great stone to have in your pocket with the intention of remembering and absorbing new information. It helps remove fear. It says guilt, but it actually is supposed to be guilt. So it banishes guilt and encourages self-confidence. Now, sodalite is associated with the throat chakra, and it is the stone that I would mostly use on the throat during a healing session. It can be anywhere from light, medium, or dark blue, and it normally has white splotches like this thick one here, but it can also be red, orange, or even black lines that go through it. Zodiac signs are associated with Virgo and Libra. Its essential companion flower is the goat beard, which is this crazy plant right here. The essential oil association is oregano. And the companion stone is orange calcite. Now, this heart is an orange calcite, but because the color is really hard to see, I actually photographed it with a honey calcite, which is closer to orange and would be a great substitute for the orange calcite. It is commonly mined in Brazil and Canada and is often confused with lapis lazuli, which we are going to talk about next. Now, lapis is known as the stone of honor and loyalty. It is associated with the third eye chakra or the brow chakra that it's also called. Now, this is going to help really a lot with spiritual enlightenment. So if you're kind of confused on what you believe, this is a great stone to help smooth and facilitate the enlightenment to the direction that you should be going in. It encourages our psychic power and our intuition. So if you just even think a little bit that maybe you have one of the clairs, clairvoyant, clairaudient, clairsentient, these are seeing the future, hearing spirits, feeling like there's an entity from another realm within your space. This is going to help you with those powers and that intuition. If you are a deep meditator and you do spiritual or shamanic or even astral travel meditation, this is a great stone to meditate with. It helps remove stress and bring peace and calming to yourself and within. It's going to assist with communication with your guides, such as your animal guides, your angels, your spirit guides, your totems. This is going to help you during meditation communicate with those. It also promotes connection with our ancestors and ancient cultures. So if you're a descendant from any of these, it's going to help you connect with these. It banishes negativity again, so the negativity is not even allowed around you. It banishes it completely away from you. It aids in speaking your truth, and it brings balance to the mind, body, and spirit. Now, lapis is a deep indigo with flecks of gold. And I'll skip down here, or not skip, but talk about this with the lapis lazuli, or excuse me, sodalite that it gets confused with. Now, the sodalite, as we've seen before, is this blue and white kind of stone. And a lot of people will pick this up thinking that it's lapis. Well, lapis has these gold flecks in it, and I don't know if you can see it here. And maybe I can put it up to the camera so you can see. Lapis has these gold flecks. So if you see a piece that's blue and white, but it doesn't have these gold specks, it's actually sodalite, not lapis. Like I said, it's associated with the third eye, but you can also use it in the throat chakra. It is associated with the water element. Its companion flower is the African lily of the Nile. Beautiful, beautiful flower. Its companion stone is clear quartz. So as quartz is the master stone, it's going to really amplify the powers of the lapis lazuli. It is commonly found in Afghanistan, and you may see places that mine lapis from other places, but the Afghanistan mine has been the one place that lapis has come from for thousands of years. There's one specific mine in Afghanistan where the lapis has been mined from for 3,000 and some say up to 6,000 years out of the same mine. And as they get deeper and deeper, the quality just gets better and better. There is a lower variety of lapis. It contains a higher calcite content, and it's going to be a little bit more faded. And this is probably where the lapis and the sodalite get confused. It's not going to be this bright blue or indigo, actually, that these are. It's going to be more pale, and that's known as the denim lapis. And it is still lapis. Again, look for those gold specks. Now, amethyst. I know everybody has a great admiration for amethyst. It is the stone of spiritual protection and purification. And this stone can actually heal in all areas, but is used mostly for connecting with the spirit. It facilitates that connection with the spirit of your God, your ascending masters. It aids in receiving an interpretation, the divine guidance from these guides. When you're meditating, if you see these messages or you hear messages come through, this stone is going to help you interpret those messages. It also is going to help you become open to your intuition and psychic abilities. If you come across these and you're afraid of them, or um, you're just not sure what to do with them, this is going to help you open and understand these abilities. Again, the stone is going to block electromagnetic stresses. It enhances motivation. Again, if you're lazy, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying if you are, this is a great stone to have. It assists with emotional balance. Now, this isn't going to completely bring your emotional balance together, but it is going to assist with that. It enhances meditation. So no matter what kind of meditation you're doing, whether it's just simple, you need to de-stress, all the way up to um, connecting with the ascending masters or something, this is going to enhance that meditation and make it a deeper journey for you. It promotes positive dreams, and it aids in dream interpretation. If you have these dreams over and over again and you're not sure what they are, sleep with the amethyst, and you might just get some kind of interpretation of what these dreams are about. It also protects against negative energies. Now, it doesn't block them like a lot of the stones do. It doesn't banish them, but it helps protect you against them when they come into your environment and come into your space. Now, it is associated with the crown chakra. It is mostly used there in healing and um, different types of balancing. It is pale lavender to deep purple. It can be any color. Um, I'm going to do this to see if I can get these three stones to come up on your screen. Now we have this one here. It is really, really pale. It looks clear on the screen. I back up a little bit. It is a really pale amethyst, but this one is kind of one that you would expect to see. I think the light is kind of messed up there with the color. And then you have this one that almost looks black. It is so deep purple that it is black, and it's actually called black amethyst, but it is deep purple. So amethyst can come in a variety of colors. This one that you see on your screen here, that's called Chevron Amethyst. It is associated also with the third eye. So you can, if you're using quartz at the crown, you can use the amethyst at the third eye. Zodiac signs are Aquarius and Pisces. Is associated with the elements of air, water, and spirit. The flower is the wisteria. This is beautiful violet flower here. Of course, the companion essential oil is lavender. It is associated, or the companion stone is angel aura quartz. And I want to clarify when a stone is called an aura. This is a stone that goes under a great deal of extreme heat, and then it is coated with metals such as platinum, gold, and silver to give it this kind of shine. And like you can see here, this is actually a piece of very clear angel aura quartz, but with different elements in the way you move it around, it gives it a different color, a different shape, even rainbows sometimes. It is commonly from Canada, India, Brazil. It comes from all kinds of other places. I love the Brazilian amethyst myself. It's also known as the bishop stone. I'm not really familiar with a lot of Catholic stuff, but I'm assuming the bishop wears purple. Now, crystal quartz is the master healer, and we're going to talk about another stone next that's very important to talk about because it's in mainstream. But I want everybody to know that crystal quartz is the master healer. It is the most high vibrational stone in the world. I mean, quartz is used in military missiles and guidance missiles. It's used in or your watch, your quartz watch. It is actually the battery that keeps the battery going and keeps that precise time on your watches. But it also is powerful for energizing the physical and energetic bodies. It assists us with healing our physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual bodies. Any of these things that just get cluttered with negative energy, the crystal quartz can clear that. It helps all the chakras. It also amplifies our intention for manifesting and co-creating with the universe. Anything that we want or need, like I said before, we just tell the universe what it is that we need. And this clear quartz, using it alone or with another stone, will amplify this intention, amplify this co-creation with the universe. It will also help purify and cleanse the physical and energetic bodies, and assist you with any kind of spiritual work, no matter what it is. It helps promote mental clarity. Just sometimes, especially now with COVID and everything that's going on, our brain just gets filled with all the stuff that's going on. Plus, we have to figure out how are we gonna, make money? Is our job gonna be stable? Are they gonna shut us down again? This will just help push all that stuff out and give us some mental clarity. It helps enhance our inner vision and intuition. I always tell people that first gut feeling that you have, do not ever ignore your gut feelings. That's your intuition telling you that this is what you need to be doing or not be doing. It balances and aligns all the chakra centers and protects you energetically and amplifies energy in crystal layouts or grids. It's just the best stone to have. If you're going to have any stone, this is the one to have. It does it all. Well, like I said, the crystal quartz is associated with all the chakras, and these are kind of like the swirling energies that our chakras should look like, or that we should envision that they look like. Crystal quartz is clear to colorless. In some cases, you will find it white. That is also a clear crystal quartz. It's just called snow quartz in most cases. The associated zodiac signs are Leo, Virgo, and Aries. The elements are water, air, and fire that is associated with the crystal quartz. Its companion flower is Trillium, as shown here. Its companion essential oil is tea tree oil. But the real name for tea tree oil is Melaleuca oil. So if you see Melaleuca, it is tea tree oil. Its companion stone as Lapis, just as Lapis is the companion stone, or quartz is the companion stone for Lapis. So these two together are very powerful. Common origins: Madagascar, Brazil, Arkansas, India. Crystal quartz actually can be found anywhere. I find it in the lakes just around Battle Creek. I find it in Lake Michigan, Lake Superior. So crystal quartz can really be found anywhere. It is also known as rock quartz. So if you're buying a statue or something that says it's carved from rock quartz, it is clear crystal quartz. Now, this is the stone that needs a great deal of attention: Moldavite. I specifically added Moldavite to this class because of all the hype that's going on around it. No, I'm not personally on TikTok, but I have been shown many videos that just, I almost have to laugh, I'm sorry, at some of these people. So I wanted to touch on Moldavite and make sure you know the truth about it. It is extraterrestrial in origin and is green in color. Moldavite was created by this giant comet that hit the Earth 15 million years ago. And when this hit the Earth, it just shattered and it just created this field of stone that was so hot that it merged with the Earth and it created this green colored Moldavite. It is a tektite, um, but it is Earth and extraterrestrial mixed together. It is one of the most high vibrational stones, but I know everybody out there has been saying it is the most high vibrational stone. Again, I'm going to reiterate that that is crystal quartz, clear quartz. It enhances spiritual growth and the ability to channel the ascended masters. These would be Buddha, for example. It enhances not just our spiritual growth, but also allows us to connect to all that is and experience true oneness. So when we're meditating with Moldavite, this is what we experience or what we can experience if used properly. It allows us to see clearly our life path and express our soul's highest potential. It is reported to balance and align all the chakras, even though I have not used that, so I can't tell you that for sure, but that is what other healers are reporting. It lifts depression and actually doesn't lift depression, it creates a lift of depression by creating this positive energy around you. And it is only found in one place in the world, and that is along the banks of the Moldau River in Moldova, Czech Republic, Germany. Now, I have read papers, I've seen videos of people that say they don't know why it's called Moldavite. Well, you haven't done your research. It's called Moldavite because it is on the Moldau River in Moldova. So we are going to get to that TikTok. Don't believe what you see on TikTok. I have seen so many girls crying and sobbing and saying that Moldavite did this for them, it did that for them. Moldavite doesn't do those things for you. What it does, it is because it enables us to see our self-awareness and enables us to change the way that, well, it gives us insight to the way we do things so that we ourselves can change the way we're doing those things to achieve the things that people are saying they're getting from the Moldavite on TikTok. Um, Now, by opening our eyes to the self-awareness, we not only fix these things, but we have the opportunity to change our ways to achieve what we need and to achieve what we want. Most notably is that Moldavite is green in color and it is in very limited supply and extremely expensive. Probably half of these videos on TikTok that I've been seeing, they hold their stone up and the stone is either brown or black. That is not Moldavite. It is tektite. It is still an extraterrestrial type stone because it does come from meteors, but it is not Moldavite. Moldavite is green. And if you have a piece of tektite that you purchased and is brown or black, I would definitely contact the seller because it is not Moldavite. I am going to go back a screen here and show you here. This is Moldavite. This is 1.5 grams, and at the going rate, this would be like $55, say. It is very, very small. I actually didn't bring it up with me. It's downstairs. So if your piece is black, it is tektite, and this is tektite. This is just a raw piece. It's not been polished or anything. So this is the difference between just simple tektite and Moldavite. Chelsea, I don't know if anybody's asking any questions because I don't know if my screen is just not showing anything or if.
I am not seeing any on here, but I have Facebook pulled up, so let me just double
Okay,
check on there too. Um, not on there. I know I have some questions.
sure.
Okay, so it said that it was associated with some of the zodiac signs. Does that
Mhm.
mean that those are the signs that should typically use those stones, or?
Yep, they're going to help those signs probably a little bit stronger than others because they are associated directly with um, the creation of those stones during certain times of the year when their mind even they're going to be associated with that zodiac and the stars.
Okay.
Hmm.
And then my other one was, um, so there was one stone in particular that you said is kind of more often man-made because
Hmm.
it's difficult to find. Do those work just as well
They
as?
do. They work just as well, and that it was the citrine.
Mhm.
Naturally, when it's created in the earth, it is starts off as amethyst, but then it reaches a low point in the earth where it's really, really hot. And that what it actually does, it kind of just fades that amethyst color, that violet color, and turns it into this really pale yellow. And that's why I wanted to touch on that because a lot of people, when I get out a citrine for healing, they might question me. And so I have to explain to them that this really dark color that they're seeing is heat treated amethyst. Just the man turned it into citrine, but it does do that naturally when it grows.
Okay. And so, well, were you done with your slideshow?
I just have, about appointments and stuff. So yeah, so keep ask away.
Okay, so this will, I feel like, lead well into that, unless if anyone else has questions, I don't want to take up all of our time, so feel free to comment. Um, but I was just curious, so I guess can you just give me like a brief idea of maybe what like a crystal healing appointment would look like?
Oh, yeah, sure, absolutely. When you call for an appointment or even text or whatever, when we make the appointment, I get your cell phone number or your email and I send you an intake form. And this intake form is going to ask a bunch of medical questions. So I just want you to know the intake form is secure, it's very secure. But this is going to help me decide what stones to use for the clearing. And then when I choose these stones and you come in and I go over the intake with you, I explain the stones that I'm going to use and why. And let me go change this slide real quick. Um, I got to go all the way back to the beginning. I'm getting there, Chelsea.
Oh, you're
Okay,
fine.
here we go. Right here. You see how the stones are placed on her. Even though the chakras are associated with the spine, we do the healings face up just because sometimes they run a long time and laying on your stomach isn't always comfortable, especially for women. So we do it face up, and I start actually by doing a hand scan. My hands have the gift of feeling energies, and so I'll just run my hands a couple inches above the body and kind of feel for any variation in energetic vibrations in the body. And I will ask you, do you have a problem here? Sometimes, most of the times they do, but sometimes they don't, and it just might be an indication that something's about to happen. After that, I start to place the stones, starting with the root chakra and moving up. So a stone is placed on the root chakra, which is in the pelvic area. Then one going all the way up the sacral, the solar plexus, the heart, the throat, the third eye, and the crown. And for me, I like my clients to be involved in their healings. So instead of just letting them lay there and listen to the music, I actually have them pull a universal light down to the room with us and have them put this universal light into each stone and envision the stone turning to whatever color that we're on, and envision the stone going deep into the chakra and removing this energy, these negative energies from each chakra. We hold so much energy that we just don't need. It's not for highest good and it's wasting space. So this is the best thing to do, is just clear these chakras out. And I have many clients that come once a month just to get these cleared out because they're around negative energy a lot. And actually, I should clear this negative energy. I'm not talking about evil or bad, not like that. I'm talking about energy that is just not good. It's just wasted space in our system, causing a lot of these problems. So we like to get that cleared out so that we're just fresh and we feel good. And then afterwards, we talk about what they felt, what I felt, any visions that I might have. Maybe they had a vision. And then we discuss that. And then from there, we will decide on a course of healing if they want to continue this or move on to um, like spiritual ascension, or say they have diabetes, we will decide to use a diabetic layout the next time they come in to help assist in that. So it starts with the balancing and clearing of the chakras, and then we just move on.
That's wonderful. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So I'm not seeing any other questions yet.
Okay. Well, let me just switch now again to this very last slide. I wish I knew if there was an easier way of getting there, but
I think if you make it smaller, if one of those buttons can, you'll be able to see all the slides. I'm not sure.
you are absolutely correct. You know that. Yes, here we go. There we go. Okay, so like Chelsea said in the beginning, we are located inside the Edge Salon, and that is at 1504 Capitol Northeast in Suite 110 in Penfield. We are right between a tax service and Tremacide Salon. So that's where we're located. For appointments, they are required. We get some people try to walk in that are upset because it says appointment only, but we have to remember in this time, that is the state requirement for us, is to have appointments required. If you're just shopping, you don't need an appointment. You can come in and browse the crystals and the jewelries. Other than the Moldavite and the Tektite, all stones that we discussed are available for purchase, as well as many other things. I do hand make crystal jewelry, and so there's a lot of crystal jewelry, bracelets, necklaces. I make hair pieces, just all kinds of things that are available in the metaphysical world.
Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome. And I just want to add too, if somebody's watching this later, or even if you're watching it now and you would like a PDF copy of this slideshow, you can either log on to Facebook and join my group at Boudica Spirit Healing Room. That was not my group, it's my page. I do plan on uploading this there tonight, or you could send me your email. My email, if you just do info@boudicaspirit.com, spelled just like this, and just send me a little note that you would like me to send you the PDF copy. I'll be happy to do that.
Wonderful. And if you want to email me a copy if anyone emails the library.
Okay. Yep. No problem. I can do that too.
Fantastic.
Thank you so much for having me, Chelsea.
Yes, thank you so much. This has been very informative. I know that I learned a lot.
Thanks. That's what I was hoping for. I could go into so many other stones and so many other stories. These just are the main crystals that are used in healing right now, and some of the most popular that people look for.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much. And
You're welcome.
If there are any other questions, if you want to leave a comment on Facebook or message us or her, we'll definitely get that information back to you.
Yep, absolutely. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
You're welcome.